everyone, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Before I go any further, I need to explain that the other day I reloaded and redid what I did. So I exiled the Wardens instead of kept them in the Inquisition. Partially, and only partially because Solus. Actually, the bigger reason why I did that was because of Cole. Um, because I've heard that if you make him dislike you enough, he will leave, and I don't want him to leave. I love Cole. So I'm very sad that I keep making him angry and not like me, and I just don't want him to leave. So I did go back and redo that. The only difference really that I personally have noticed is that Cassandra no longer hates my guts, because yes, that is what that scene was, where she got drunk and angry. That was her hating me scene. I don't know if there's some way that I could have ended up kicking her out of the Inquisition. I saw there was an option that said, we don't need you. I didn't want to go with that. I don't even want Cassandra to hate me. I just keep making decisions that she hates, and another reason why I wanted to redo what I did. But you really didn't miss much, honestly. The only thing that really differed in that entire scene was that Blackwall, he made this horrible, horrible no sound afterward. I'm assuming he initially thought that I was also banishing him. No worries, I did not banish him. I let him stay in the Inquisition. So, I'm gonna be re-talking to a couple people though, because, with this difference, I imagine there may be a few little different conversations to be had. I've already talked, I redid most of the conversations except for people that I think this might differ. So, Varric now wants to talk, and he has this girl with him that I am a little nervous about who that is. But he has a quest here, so let's see, I guess.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right?
Uh-oh.
Biancaaaa Davry, at your service.
Uh-oh. Biancaaaa!
Your name is Biancaaaa.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Biancaaaa. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Why do you both look like cats that got into the cream?
She's taken a huge risk coming here herself. Maybe for both of us.
You're such a worrier. There's a giant hole in the sky. I think the Merchants Guild has bigger things to think about.
Biancaa's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
Oh boy.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the Deep Roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, dark spawn, lava floods.
Lava floods.
If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Oh boy.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
Couple of close friends.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Biancaaaa?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Biancaaaa what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
You can get there from Orlais. It's a long way to the Free Marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent. maybe further. In theory, you can get to any tide using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Oh, please
Right.
tell me.
That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Oh, no, I want to be like, so, Biancaaaa, huh? Well, shit! No, come on now.
Put that stuff aside. Take a break.
Best advice I've ever heard. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one
Oh,
before.
really? I don't know. I mean, no, the champion wasn't really the chosen one, but close enough.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound
Oh,
so
really?
simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Oh, yeah. Wait, so am I this far behind, or is this just a reference? But seriously, at this point we know that she's not the Herald of Andraste, at least knowing that she was not handed out of the Fade by Andraste, so... Please don't sing.
This is all making my head hurt.
Hey, you're the one who asked. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Is this gonna be the Cullen chess game? No, it's just a Fade to Black thing. Anything else?
What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
Oh gosh.
What are your thoughts on the Inquisition?
We've got a pretty well-balanced organization. I'm a fan of diversification and all, but do we have the strength to handle major issues when they come up?
Have I done this with him yet?
What do you think of our general?
He needs more to do, honestly. Right now, he spends all day cleaning his armor with a lost
What?
puppy look on his face.
What? That's so untrue. It's like every time you walk up to him, he's got something he's doing.
How do you think Josephine is handling the job of ambassador?
If this Inquisition thing doesn't work out, I may hire her to deal with the Merchants Guild. She'd own them before breakfast.
What do you think of Leliana's work?
She scares me. Mostly in a good way. At least I'm reasonably sure she's on our side.
Good to know.
Back to work, then.
Only reasonably sure? I mean, I'm pretty
I've got a
sure.
minute if you need something.
Okay. So, I guess I'll ask if...
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me?
see if he has
I'm
anything new to
flattered.
say, maybe?
Also inclined to
Like, say, Biancaaaa? No? Okay.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Because I have to wonder if really
I've
half
got a
of the
minute if you
Merchant's
need
Guild is
something.
named Biancaaaa. Really?
About that lead of yours, Varric.
Sure. The sooner we take care of it, the better.
Oh, I thought maybe this, especially with her tone, maybe she's going to ask about Biancaaaa.
Do you think this lead of hers is real?
Bianca's too much of a researcher to pass me information without verifying it first. But if you're asking whether she'd lie to us, maybe set us up, it's possible. Not likely, though. She risked the wrath of the guild coming in person. A message would have sufficed. Whatever she found in that entrance shook her up. That worries me.
Oh boy. Alright, well...
Carry on.
Alright, so that's Varric. Since Solus is right over here, let us speak to him. I do believe I now have a oh, no, he's not standing there. Before, he was just standing at the edge of his desk and wasn't moving. So I was like, oh, he must have a conversation now. Also, by the way, something that was pointed out to me was that the paintings change based on your choices. And... Alright, so there's the Grey Wardens. I actually don't entirely recognize everything else. But yeah, these changed with your choices. Let's talk to him.
Then on.
He still has nothing to say! I don't understand. He was supposed to have a conversation, just something about the Grey Wardens. If you banish them, he was supposed to have a conversation about how horrible the Grey Wardens are. He didn't have anything to say. I really hope this isn't a glitch.
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shira.
I was totally expecting him to lecture me before. Okay, well in any case, since I finished up with him, let us go to Dorian because, I finished one of his personal quests. And actually, that is one other thing that did change with my Grey Warden choice was I did not get his second personal quest. So...
You have remarkably little here on early to Vinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
And that's the Dorian I know, critiquing every book in my library.
I wouldn't have to, if you could find some rebellious heretic archivist to join the cause.
Are there rebellious archivists? Other than you, that is.
If Corypheus ever starts burning masterworks of literature, I'm sure a few will pop up. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the abyssal rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Oh, now he has this conversation? This feels really glitched. Like, I wasn't having this conversation before.
I learned a surprising amount. What happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, for one.
Regained your memories. That's good, then.
I think so.
You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
We're just gonna keep flirting with him.
It would have been easier if you'd been with me.
Without question. But I'm rather glad I wasn't.
No sense of adventure? That's surprising.
I've not your talent for survival. And not everyone is as discerning as I. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Cool. Ah, so that opened up an operation? Alright, let's try...
You seem very interested in my opinions.
Oh, so that didn't open anything up with his... Okay, I thought when I finished his one personal quest that there would be some sort of a cutscene or whatever, but no, it seems like it was basically just
I should go.
a,
I do rather
approval
like
thing.
watching you leave.
Oh, Dorian, stop. I know you're just gonna turn me down later, so just stop. Alright, so then, let me go ahead. I actually made a list of everyone I need to talk to before I move on with the actual quest. So I need to go talk to Blackwall and Cole at this point. So, Liz, where'd you go? Oh, now he's leaving, and he's like, oh, I don't want to talk to you about the Grey Wardens or anything, or walking physically in the Fade, or anything he should be talking to me about. Okay, supposedly the way to get everyone to load in is to let this thing load in while you're standing outside. That's what I just... Oh, I'm okay. I'm gonna see if Iron Bull has anything else to say. I did his drinking scene off camera. Aha!
Again. Again. Come on. This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
Oh.
Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
Yes.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap.
Okay.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the Fade?
Oh my god.
So we're working out your fear with a stick.
Less talking, more hitting. Piece of feed, piece of crap! And who killed you? That's right, Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
That's... Oh, that is so weird. You know, he keeps having these scenes like he was actually there when he wasn't. So I don't know, that must be a glitch of some sort.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about it?
We just did.
Okay. Okay then. Now let's go all the way back. Please have him be there? Yeah, he's there. Anything else? Hey, let me there.
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
Okay. Oh. Well.
Can you tell me more about Saharon?
It was a damn ugly place. Only getting uglier when I left. Between the Fog Warriors, the Talva Shath, my people, and the Vince. You were lucky to go a day without blood. What do you want to know?
Well, this is new, so I guess this is basically going to be a companion thing for the next, like, 2 episodes, probably.
What
Well,
are things like for
this and the
natives
next.
of Saharon?
I remember one guy. He made these things, fish wrapped in thin bread. Nice guy. Talked to him every morning. So, one time I'm asking about his bad back, and I see he's nervous, trying to tell me something with his eyes. Next thing I know, his assistants draw knives and come at my team. The rebels had forced him to poison my food.
Ooh.
And then?
I'd seen how nervous he was, so I hadn't eaten anything. A couple of my guys weren't so lucky. We killed the rebels. I lost 2 men to the poison, another to knife wounds. My friend who made the fish wraps died with a knife in his throat. Close quarters fight. He was caught in the middle. That is what things are like for the natives of Saharan.
Well, that sucks.
What were the Fog Warriors like?
They were the worst of the rebels. They trained for stealth attacks. They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog would roll in, and before I knew it, half my squad dead without a sound.
It almost sounds like you admire them.
They didn't use poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that. Plus, they hit the Vince as hard as they hit us. Hearing some terrified Magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
Tell me about the Talvashoth.
When Qunari can't handle the fighting in Saharan or lose faith in the Qun, they go rogue. They flee into the wilderness and turn into bandits, attacking everyone. They're vicious, savage. You look at them and you can see why my people needed the Qun to stay civilized.
I wouldn't say that.
Isn't that what you did, though?
Hey, when I burned out, I didn't go rogue. I reported in and went where the Ben Hasrath sent me. I'm doing my job, serving the Qun out here. I'm not some bandit. I am nothing like them.
Ooh, okay, buddy. Whatever you say, please don't bunt me with your head or whatever. I was gonna say something. Now I just completely forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my gosh.
Tell me about the Tevinter people you fought.
The Vince sent forces to Saharan every autumn. Guess they didn't like the summer heat. We had some good fights on the beaches, standing in knee-high water foaming red with blood, ships on fire around us. The cities were worse. Free bit of advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
Okay. As for what I was going to say, I think that Qunari could in fact be civilized without the Qun. It's just when you're thinking that they no longer want to follow the Qun because of its restrictions, you think, well, what are they going to do afterward? Not many Qunari are going to be, you know, looking for peace and stuff like that afterward because of what they've had to live under. So if they got raised like any other person in Thedas, and you know, as an Andrastian or as a non-Andrastian, they may have just been fine. But anyway, let's move on.
Why do you hate Tevinter forces so much? What makes them so bad?
It's not their armies. It's their spies. They bloodied Saharan year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels. Alam had no city administrator. Nobody would accept the position. The last 4 who held it died inside a year. Trying to conquer a country is one thing. Making it so nobody can live there, that just screws everyone.
Alright, well...
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
He wanted to go get drinks.
Damn, these are good. Are these nuts or seeds or whatever? They're good.
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company.
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun.
Oh, is this like an actual scene? Okay. How much time do I have?
Good.
Not much.
We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship, I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Do you prefer Creme or Cremisius?
Crem's faster. The chief's nicknames usually end up sticking.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give
Really?
each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, Krem.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
You don't have to pass for a man to be a mercenary.
I'm not passing as anything.
In Kunadar, Krem would be an Akunathlak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, Krem. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the charges, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Alright, so just saying, I am actually pretty happy that BioWare is, I guess, being inclusive and they actually have a transgender person in this game, finally. Like, you might say, oh, they're just pandering to the Tumblr crowd, but I don't know. I mean, it's reality, that's a thing, and they exist, so why not portray them? In any case, I figure since this is going to take a while, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, and I will see you guys in the next one, which the next one is probably also going to be filled with companion chatting. So I will see you guys then.